I'm pretty sure this is the design of a flux capacitor from Back to the Future.
So,
Should science really be ready by now and have made the breakthrough? Fantastic!
I believe we have 5 places that we can go right now. He's looking for a body. All right, we've been to pizza place. We've been to university. Let's go to veterinarian. Let's go to the veterinarian. No elephants. Are we gonna have a 20-minute conversation about why she doesn't want to deal with elephants?
The gate leads into the courtyard of Dr. Stringer's veterinary practice. However, it's closed at the moment. Presumably, Dr. Stringer's making house calls right now.
Interesting.
Too bad. Well, maybe I'll have better luck later.
Interestingly enough, this cat, I think, is the exact same drawing that's on the thing. Hey, Jonesty, it's going good. Wait, we got this one, too. We got 6 new places. Oh, no, this house burned down.
Master Painter Eddie Enderby, it says. And underneath it says, we mix our own colours. I wonder if that was such a good idea.
I mean, this is an odd screen. Well, it probably scrolls.
The house is apparently for sale.
Nice. That's a greenhouse.
A huge pile of broken hammers and stone chisels. The heater is certainly needed here in the greenhouse on frosty nights. Fortunately, it's summer at the moment. The folding bed looks terribly uncomfortable, but still, better than sleeping on the floor.
Is it? The floor can be pretty comfortable.
I wonder what the sculpture will represent when it's finished.
Yikes! Who are you? And why are you standing in my living room? Did Alfredo send you? From the pizzeria, Alfredo? I had already told the last pizza guy that I wasn't interested in vegan giveaways. Alfredo is welcome to keep these chemical bombs. I prefer a dead animal-topped pizza over this vegan crap any day.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But, I don't deliver pizza. I'm looking for a box of flea combs that may have been recently delivered to you.
What kind of box?
One with flea combs. For the hair. Did something possibly come in the mail?
No, not that I know of. And I think you could also get your hair problems under control with thorough hair washing. You should treat your hair well at all times. Otherwise, your hair will eventually take flight and you look like me.
Oh no, the flea combs are for dogs and cats.
Uh-huh. Well, actually, I don't really care. Is there any other reason why you're stealing my time here?
Is there a particular reason for your bad mood?
You mean aside from my burned-down house, including all my belongings and the end of my career as a master painter? And apart from the fact that I lack the right tools to get my new career as a sculptor rolling? Or, in other words, apart from my acute existential crisis and the end of my life so far? Because you must know that I actually have a very sunny temperament. But at the moment, I find it very difficult to keep this sun in the sky.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything I might do to lighten your mood? I do have a busy schedule at the moment, but but I like to help complete strangers whenever I can.
Thank you for the offer. I appreciate that. But unless you can turn back time, or are a sculpting paraphernalia salesman, I don't see how you could help me.
Sorry. Unfortunately, I have to deny both.
What a surprise.
But I am quite creative in solving problems, and maybe I can think of something in your case as well.
Well, good luck. Your optimism honors you in any case.
May I ask what exactly happened to your house?
Well, my stupidity happened, coupled with my arrogance. As a master painter, I have always taken great pride in creating my own exotic shades. My Enderby Azure was the most popular blue in the entire region. And like any professional who's trying hard, I've always mixed my own paints.
Enderby Azure? I would have liked to see that for myself.
It was the most dazzling blue you can imagine, like the mesmerizing, sparkling blue of a deep, clear blue mountain lake.
Sounds great.
It was. But unfortunately, enclosed spaces can tolerate only a certain concentration of gaseous paint thinner.
Enclosed spaces? You mean you mixed colours in a closed room?
Yes, in my living room.
Why?
Because I get cold easily at my age. Even a slight breeze is enough and I'm freezing cold. I needed warm. Cozy warm. But unfortunately it became a little warmer than desired.
Oh dear. I can imagine. So you mixed colours in your living room and then lit a cigarette?
A cigarette? No. That would be irresponsible. The flames hit me the moment I turned on my TV to watch a new episode of The Blacklist on Netflix. I guess even the smallest spark was enough to make my Enderby Azure burst into flames.
Oh dear. I'm sorry to hear that.
I barely managed to run to the front door and save my skin. But my eyebrows still haven't grown back properly to this day.
And now you live here, in your greenhouse?
Yes. And even though the furnishings are still a bit Spartan, I enjoy the pleasant warmth here when the sun heats up the air during the day.
Yeah, it's quite warm. And have you given up your profession as a painter and now switched to sculpting? Or why are you standing in front of this block of stone?
Well, all my belongings, including my beautiful paints and my expensive brushes, unfortunately fell victim to the flames. And sculpting and wood carving have always been two of my favorite hobbies. And I think I can claim to have some talent in these two artistic branches.
Now that's what I call a stroke of luck. And you're working here on what exactly?
Yes, I must have really been lucky. One of my well-heeled Enderby Azure fans was kind enough to commission me to carve the portrait of one of his favorite actors in stone. He would like the bust to decorate the foyer of his penthouse. But I'm afraid that my new career is already over before it even begins.
What's the problem?
The problem was, or rather is, the 100-piece set of hand-forged hammers and chisels which I ordered on Amazon for €49.99. I was hoping for an inexpensive start to my new profession.
Am I correct in assuming that this large pile here represents said Amazon order?
That's how it is. The hammers do last a while, but the chisels supplied, they break directly after 2 or 3 blows. And now I'm standing here with a handful of hammers, 0 chisels, and complaining to a complete stranger delivering pizza in my new makeshift, well-tempered living room. And even if I appreciate your interest in my life story, or rather crisis, I think you should leave my living room now. At least now I have the time to ponder a little on the subject of wrong decisions. You wanted to leave now? However, feel free to come back when you have a dead animal-topped pizza with you. Staring at this block of stone is starting to make me hungry.
Food. I'm writing food. I'm a food. dead animal on it.
Yes?
That's it for now.
Good.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you anymore. The problem is I don't want to talk to people in this game. Because then the dialogue is there's so much dialogue. It makes me want to claw my eyes out. But at least I can run. Alright, let's go here now. Whoa.
The eyes of the skull embedded in the wall glow eerily. This is a special effect that is as impressive as it is creepy. At least, I hope that's a special effect.
I kind of expected it to talk to me, to be honest.
The heavy gate obviously acts as a barrier between the creepy estate of Vlad Popescu and the living world.
You like to think your writing is more timeless? I hope so. R. Wilco.
The grave of a R. Wilco. It says, he always reached for the stars, but didn't make it, according to his memoirs. The grave of a H. Jones. It says, a famous globetrotter and scholar near and far. He's now in heaven, teaching his archaeology seminar.
Okay.
The grave of one L. Laffer. It says, while alive, he chased after every young girl's bust. It didn't take long for him to bite the dust. An old rocking chair. Apparently solar powered.
And
Why else would it rock back and forth so eerily?
it also doesn't seem to be on the ground at all. Oh wait, we got another one.
The tomb of M. Calavera. It says, during his lifetime, Mr. Calavera was rather bony
Nice.
and bizarre. But in death, thanks to such pale bones, he is certainly the big star. Huh? I don't get it.
Some random dude.
Hello, I really don't want to disturb your, devotion. But I have a really important question that I hope you can help me with.
Hello, young mortal. Welcome to the land of eternal
and he talks
darkness
slow.
and omnipresent gloom. With what am I, Vlad Popescu, allowed to frighten you today?
Excuse me? Frighten me? Please don't. I had to summon up all of my courage to hike up the dark path here. But my concern is of the utmost urgency.
Oh, so you're probably not here to talk about my illustrious career as a scary movie icon? Then excuse my flowery greeting. My fans expect me to speak in this way.
Sorry, I am indeed not here to talk about scary movies. Maybe there'll be time for that later. At the moment, I'm looking for a package that may have arrived in the mail recently. You would certainly have noticed it immediately. A package with a cat.
A package with a dead cat?
No, I do hope that Mr. Fumbleclaw is quite well.
Why would anyone send a package with a live cat? That does not sound very reasonable to me. But I am sorry to disappoint you. Neither have I received a package with a dead cat, nor a package with a live cat. Unfortunately, I get very little mail at all in recent years. I'm afraid the world has forgotten the great Vlad Popescu by now.
Trapped! Again, no success. I'm running out of ideas on where to look for Mr.
I sure
Fumbleclaw.
could go for 100
Slowly,
tacos
I'm
right about
really
now.
worried about the poor cat. Good. Then I will not disturb you any further and wish you a nice evening. Very strange. Wasn't it broad daylight until just now?
I'm sorry I couldn't help you with your cat. But do you really have to go already?
Oh no.
Unfortunately, I get very few visitors lately.
I don't want to disturb you any further. You seem very absorbed in your devotions.
That's all right, my young visitor. I've been standing here a lot lately, pondering my life. Oh, how rude of me! I have not yet properly introduced myself.
You are Vlad Popescu, aren't you? The horror movie actor. I think I owe one of my earliest
I love
childhood
how-
traumas to you. My name is Whiskers, by the way. Scott
We thought this was
Whiskers.
going to be a short conversation, but it's not.
You know me? Really? You can't believe how happy I am! Unfortunately, my name is no longer a household word among today's youth. Today, it is all about chopped heads
know.
and bloody, scary dolls.
But I thought maybe
The
this
times
one.
of dignified, scary cinema are unfortunately long gone.
That's sadly true. I, for one, prefer a classic Edgar Allan Poe adaptation to any slasher film of today. Real horror. Modern cinema simply can't do that anymore.
My dear Scott, you speak from my soul. Oh, how happy I am that there are still young people who are familiar with the works of Vincent Price or Christopher Lee.
Or the works of one Vlad Popescu. Which leads me to an important question, and I hope you won't hold it against me.
Go ahead, my uninvited yet welcome guest. Ask your question. As my life will last a few more minutes, I am willing to answer it fully.
Shouldn't you be dead by now? Or at least 150 years old? I bet I've seen you in a movie alongside Boris Karloff in a movie from the 20s of the 20th century. But that can't be possible.
Ah, why shouldn't that be possible? I don't look a day over 149, do I?
You scare me. And that's completely without a movie screen.
Don't worry, my young Mr. Whiskers. I think I can let you in on the big secret. It probably doesn't matter much anymore, anyway. Indeed, the greatest secret of my life. And I must ask you to keep this one for yourself and take it to your grave.
A secret? Oh, I love a good secret.
Who doesn't? Well then,
Is he a vampire?
the Vlad Popescu you saw alongside Boris Karloff,
No.
that was. Well, that was my grandfather, Vlad Popescu the Fifth, and the Vlad Popescu who shone alongside Vincent Price in the late 50s. Well, that was my father, Vlad Popescu the Sixth.
Oh! And so you are...
Vlad Popescu the Seventh.
Or he could be a
And I
vampire,
fear
yeah.
also the last of his kind. The Popescu horror dynasty will unfortunately come to an end with me. But that's alright. Popescu simply no longer fits in today's cinema. Today, it's all about pointy ears and fairy tales and space movies.
I think you would have been an excellent Spock in your younger years.
I have no idea who or what a Spock is, but I thank you for your kind words. My hope as an actor of the old school is still to play one or the other interesting role, and then disappear into the mists of oblivion.
Is that why you stand here at the graves? To remember times gone by and to commemorate friends who have passed away?
Well, unfortunately, it's the case that if you live for 150 years like me,
Wow, you're really into your role.
you have to bury many old companions, and it is only decent of me to remember the old times here from time to time.
He's a vampire.
Your melancholy is so slowly becoming contagious.
Oh, I am sorry.
He's a
That was
vampire.
not my
Confirmed.
intention.
Is there anything I can do to cheer you up a little? Maybe a small cat from the animal shelter where I work would please you. See, when I'm sad, I always take an extra shift at the shelter to be with my cuddly Jimmy. His purring brightens my spirits every time.
I'm afraid my cat hair allergy wouldn't allow that. No, I'm only happy, really happy, on the big screen. But unless you happen to be a movie producer who has a role for an aging movie star like me, I'm afraid you can't do anything for
Movie
me.
roll.
Well, I don't want to promise anything, but in fact, I have solved much more difficult tasks in this game. I will definitely keep my eyes open for a role for you.
And I appreciate that very much.
Okay.
And I very much hope that you'll find your package cat. No animal should be shipped in such a undignified way.
Thanks. See you later.
See you! And whenever you want to spend some time here at the grid, you're always welcome to do so.
Alright. I'm writing down what they want, so I remember. Alright, now we're gonna go here. Movie set. Hey, he wants a roll. There's a movie set. I mean... Okay, that doesn't look good.
The sign says forbidden, road closed. Decorated with a few tire tracks. A toolbox. The construction workers working on the road here must have forgotten it. When I look at the hole in the road, I can only hope that they're still okay. Oh, what is that? A stone chisel. I better take it. Better not chisel away at anything else on this road.
A stone chisel? What the heck? We need one of those. I also have a board. Maybe the board can go over the crack.
The idea's really good. But unfortunately the board is...
Okay, we have 2 boards. Now we just have to get him to... We have to...
All right!
tape the boards together.
Ta-da! With the help of the magic tape instead of 2 long wooden boards, I now have 1 super long wooden board in my pocket. Good thing my magic pants pocket is infinitely deep. Good idea. With the longboard, I should be able to bridge this death trap. Perfect. Now I need someone who's brave enough to test this construction. Wow! That's what I call luck in disguise. I can only congratulate the driver of the mail van for his cat-like reflexes. I could have turned out quite differently.
You know what might be in here? The box we're looking for.
Hold on. Even though I am quite happy to volunteer to test whether this construction can withstand my weight, didn't you see and read the sign there on the ground? There's a big and clear sign that the road is closed and the use is forbidden. There's already a bounty on my head because of the Chihuahua situation. Even though I'm dying to know what's waiting for me at the end of the road, I'd better not raise my police search level any further. Anyone who's ever played Grand Theft Auto knows that such a thing usually ends in a hail of bullets and game over. The road is closed and that's clearly stated on... I think the driver of the mail van only interpreted the sign as an optimal suggestion. Bad mistake.
Dang it! He refuses to do it. The heck, man. Alright. Well, stone chisel. That's everywhere, right? I think that's everywhere. Yeah, that cat could be in that thing.
Perhaps a professional chisel could make sure that you can finish your stone bust.
Joker? For sure, a professional chisel would help finish the bust. But I do not own a professional chisel. Just this cheap junk from my Amazon order. Or rather, I owned this cheap junk from my Amazon order. Because all the chisels from this order are broken. And with them, my hope for a new career as a successful stonemason.
Well, as luck would have it, I recently found a high-quality looking stone chisel on the side of the road. Presumably it had fallen off some truck.
Really? And you would let me have him? Just like that?
You're welcome. I'm dying to see which actor is hiding behind the mask of stone.
Oh, I would be forever in your debt
Think
if your
so?
stone chisel was really any good.
Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? Here you go, and good luck!
I forgot I haven't added the Q thingy to the... Hey, look, he's doing stuff. Stuff be happening. Okay, there's actually an animation to it. I'm actually somewhat impressed.
A hammer? It looks quite stable.
It is! A real professional tool.
Really? Sounds indeed like a tool that I could use well. The chisel you gave me is unfortunately the death of my hammers from the Amazon order of the 100-piece set of hand-forged hammers and chisels for €49.99.
Death?
Yes, I suspect that the high-quality steel of the stone chisel is not compatible with the low-quality steel of my Amazon hammers. If my cheap chisels used to break after a few blows, now it's the cheap hammers that shatter into 1,000 pieces after a few blows. It's so
That's
frustrating.
wasted in GTA.
Well then,
That's
try my
true.
hammer here. As I said, it's a high-quality professional tool.
And you would just give it to me?
Why, of course. I'm dying to see which actor is hiding behind the facade of stone.
Then I guess the only thing left to do is to thank you again. Good. Let's see if your hammer is any good.
Sometime later.
Can this be? Is this really? This is indeed the unforgettable, the unique Mr. Spock! Fascinating! Wow! That's a bust of Leonard Nimoy! And in the Futurama version! I am deeply impressed.
Yes?
Wow, that's Leonard Nimoy, isn't it? In the Futurama version. I'm deeply impressed. But why the critical expression on your face? Are you not satisfied with your work?
Oh, yes. The work is really successful thanks to your excellent tools, I think. It's just... I don't know. Don't you think that somehow that certain something is missing?
Well, I think you've done a wonderful job with Spock. Your customer will certainly be very happy with the work.
Do you really think so?
Don't you?
I don't know. Technically, the bust is already quite okay, but it somehow still lacks some character, I think. The customer attaches great importance to the fact that the work depicts the characteristics of Mr. Nimoy as authentically as possible.
Characteristics?
Yes, as far as I know, Mr. Nimoy was a very serious person during his lifetime on the one hand, with a cool detachment. Had a great sense of humor on the other hand. And I would like to depict both qualities in a subtle way with my work.
Well, the fact that you chose the Futurama Leonard Nimoy as a template is pretty funny. So that would be half the battle.
I think you misunderstand. I chose this cartoon template because its clean lines and colors made it very easy to chisel. Not because I wanted to depict a characteristic of the actor.
Oh. I see. I suggest you let me think about that a little first. I knew Mr. Nimoy very well. First, of course, from all of his adventures with Starship Enterprise. On the other hand, I had the great honor to see him in person at one of his last science fiction conventions.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm convinced I can think of a way to make Spock's coolness and humor even better.
That would really be a big help. Please let me know if you have any ideas.
Promise.
Okay. I don't really have any ideas right now.
Yes?
That's it for now.
Good.
You have any ideas? Well, let's see if I have any ideas in my inventory. Oh, glasses.
Interesting idea. But the glasses are unfortunately much too delicate to find a hold on the stone bust.
No, not glasses, apparently. Makeup. I could put makeup on it.
I better look for a face with a pulse for this makeup.
No. That's really all I've got now, unless I want to put this on him.
No.
No. He just says, no. No. Okay, let's take a picture of this guy. Alright, well. What else do we need to do? We need to figure something out with the hamster. The hamster is something we need to figure out. We also need to figure out how to buy, I think a cat hair, hat? Maybe?
No, I don't want to do.
Yes?
Could I please buy one?
Excuse me?
Honestly?
Nonsense. What me? Ricky.
To keep demand.
Right. In which...
I'd like to have a
Oh. I'm sorry.
pity. May I ask how you got the...
Well, I have always been very skilled.
I suppose in your profession...
That's how... Unfortunate. Wool has...
What do you mean?
The lady's cattery.
I've already had this
And then you
conversation.
Yes.
So,
in the
let's
end,
skip
and more
through it.
importantly...
You sell your hats?
Yes, of course. Search for the user...
I will. And what does...
Well...
Okay.
get-
Yeah.
Maybe we need to go to our
the only-
computer.
What a cool...
Do that.
Great!
Unfortunately...
I need to go to my computer.
That's all for now.
Good.
I have to go to my house this time. Do I have a computer at my house? No, I don't. I do not have a computer at my house. So that's not the option. I guess there's a computer here, technically. Isn't there? Can't use it though. Whoa. I can use a trash can.
My days as a graffiti artist are actually long gone, but I still like the aroma of paint thinner in the morning.
There's paint thinner in here. Wait, did I get some paint thinner? Oh, I got some paint thinner. Oh wait, I got a can of brown. Got a can of brown spray paint.
This does not need to be...
Oh, there we go.
So now the black monster became a brown monster. Ugh, I hate spiders.
Okay, there we go. There we go. We even called it a monster. Alright. I know the artwork of the game does show Groucho Marx glasses on the bust. I do wonder if that's like what we're supposed to do. I mean, this is definitely weird. We're just gonna...
There's clearly still some chlorine trifluoride missing.
Alright.
All right. Let's make sure that Susie's dream of a monster movie comes true. And at the same time, and I'm pretty sure of this, save Mr. Snuggles' life.
Yoink.
Come to Papa. And in you go, you nasty spider. Ta-da! What a great special effect on 8 legs.
Hey, what are you doing? Hands off my experiment. I still need the hamster.
What hamster?
What the heck? Where is my hamster?
Hamster? You mean the one that just turned into that nasty monster right before my eyes?
Excuse me? Please don't pull my leg. Are you sure?
I'm telling you, I wouldn't lie to a child. 1 second he was there, and the next he looked like... whatever that is.
Really?
Really?
Wow! That means my last formula for Mr. Snuggles' food addition actually worked. Oh, I still can't believe it. I have created a monster. Fantastic. I think I'm about to faint. Yay! 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 Yes!
I
Now-
guess
now with
congratulations
emotion.
are in order. Sounds like you're a big step closer to your planned monster movie.
You have no idea what this success means for my project. Mr. Snuggles' transformation into this monster tarantula was the missing piece of the puzzle.
So it doesn't bother you that the monster is so small and lazy?
I admit that the final result is not quite ideal. But the size can be compensated very easily with a suitable camera setting. And as for the movements, I'll have to resort to subtle CGI effects. But just on a minimal level, really. The effects in my movie should still remain practical in nature and CGI only where there really is no other way.
Sounds like your masterpiece could be in theatres soon.
Hopefully soon. Yes, because of the expanded CGI effects budget, I'm facing an awkward conversation with the movie's producer for now.
Producer?
My father.
Oh, I see.
Yes, somehow he still thinks I should just make my movie with clay puppets. With clay dolls. How old am I? 4? Unfortunately, I really can't avoid modelling and visualising planned CGI scenes in the modelling clay first. As a rule, however, Father is quickly convinced when he sees my visions before his eyes. So it's just an annoying formality.
Great! Sounds like you've got everything under control.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that one of the legs of your hamster spider just moved.
Really?
I already said it before. I wouldn't lie to a child.
Great! But now, I really have to get back to work. Unfortunately, my supply of modelling clay is almost gone, and I urgently need to produce new clay.
Can't you just send Rumstone out to buy some?
You can't just get movie modelling clay at the store. It has very special requirements and must not melt away when the cameras are running. No, I prefer to make it myself. I'm pretty good at chemistry, you know. And I strive for perfection in all areas of my movie.
Then have fun!
Thanks. Then, though, I still don't really understand what you actually want here in my room. I don't think you're much good as a pizza boy.
Okay, I got a hamster. What do I do with a hamster? I mean, I've got a microwave. I should definitely do that. I should definitely put it in the microwave just to see what happens. It's just an experiment. Oh, I'm out of save space. I'm gonna have to like overwrite a game. They only gave you 10 games. It's just an experiment. You gotta do it.
Absolutely not. I play enough adventure games to know that this experiment would not end well for the hamster.
Great. See? Yeah, you gotta try it. Oh, I forgot I had a bathroom door. I forgot I had a toilet. Which I don't think there's anything in. But I just forgot it was a thing. I mean, is there a room for this? Can I put it in the room where it's supposed to go?
Mr. Snuggles says no.
Let's look at my task list. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff.
The animal shelter, unfortunately. No, I better not tell Mary that I'm carrying a hamster.
Okay. Have I been everywhere now? I feel like I have. Oh, I haven't been here yet.
The gate leads into... However, presumably... well, maybe I'll have better luck.
Okay. Wait, there's a... I just noticed something. It doesn't matter. It's not relevant. Okay.
If I were a dog or cat, I would only seek treatment from Dr. Stringer. Well, maybe in my next life as a dachshund mongrel. Even though Dr. Stringer will probably be 130 years old by then. The practice seems to be closed at the moment. Surely Dr. Stringer's making house calls right now. I wouldn't want to do that to the little... Better not. That would only fry...
Okay. What the hell are we supposed to do now?
How good that every male driver always has his personal rope ladder on board. Apparently, this kind of thing happens more often. A movie shoot in the dark forest? It will probably be a horror movie. Hold on. Even though I am quite happy. Didn't you see? And even though anyone... The sign says decorated with a...
Dang it. Why am I being such a dingus? Why am I being such a dingus?
Yes, my friend.
Nothing about the movie.
That's all.
Yes?
I have a star for the lead role in your monster movie.
A star for the lead role?
Yes, an icon of the classic horror movie. As a fan of horror movies, you probably know him. And he's currently available.
Don't keep me in suspense. Who is it?
None other than the incomparable Popescu. Vlad Popescu.
Vlad who?
Popescu.
Huh? Never heard of him.
Oh, really? I thought you were such a big fan of horror movies.
I am! And that can only mean that your big star is a big nobody. But I wouldn't be interested in recasting the lead anyway.
Really? Your movie would sell much better at the box office with a real star in the lead role.
That may be so. But for one thing, your big star is obviously a big nobody. And for another, I would never recast Mr. Snuggles.
Oh, drat, that's right. Your main character's a hamster. Yeah, I guess Vlad would probably have one or two problems with the embodiment of a hamster.
Not to mention that the contracts with Mr. Snuggles have been signed, and I don't want to be sued for breach of contract.
I see.
Plus, Mr. Snuggles has that refreshing screen presence that only a newcomer to the movie business can bring. And you don't find this presence every day.
True.
Especially not
True.
with a washed-up guy that nobody knows.
I see.
Sorry. Unfortunately, the lead role has already been filled. And since there are no other roles in my movie besides Mr. Snuggles, unfortunately, there is no supporting cast to fill.
I see. Well, I was just
Well,
asking.
what the heck is gonna
Gonna have to
happen in
find
your
another role
movie
for
if there's
Vlad.
only one character?
I think
in
I'd have a
it?
hard time imagining him as a monster hamster anyway. All that makeup, artificial whiskers, Facial prosthetics would probably be too much for a man of his age.
Anything else?
Everything is ready for your monster movie?
As good as, and that where I had almost lost faith in the project. But with Mr. Snuggles' transformation into Tarantula Giganto, or as I call him, Big T, the project has taken a giant leap forward. Not that I had any doubt about my abilities as a biochemist. The desired reaction of the chemical components I had added to Mr. Snuggles' food just took a little longer than expected. But that's just the way it is. Chemistry is not an exact science.
So soon you'll start shooting. When will the movie be released?
Soon. Very soon. Before that, I have to convince my studio boss, who is also my father, stupidly enough, to give me a slightly bigger budget for the special effects. And those conversations with studio bosses are always pretty nerve-wracking.
Because the studio doesn't grasp your artistic vision?
Right. Special effects meetings, in particular, require weeks of preparation. My self-created plasticine puppet animations to simulate the latest CGI effects. Oh, quite time-consuming.
Why don't you just make the movie as a clay puppet animated movie? Wouldn't that save time? And conversations with the studio boss? Not to mention transformed hamsters?
Ugh, don't talk
We
nonsense.
already went over this.
Do you really think I'm going to the trouble of creating Big T? Mind you, because CGI animations are not lifelike enough for me, only to realize the whole project with clay dolls? What kind of dilettante do you take me for? You almost sound like my father.
I think in your age group, plasticine dolls are pretty popular.
So what? I'm all about perfection. Perfection! Especially with the special effects. Actually, my hope was that I could do without CGI in my movie and rely solely on the creatures of biochemistry.
Creatures? Plural? Have you transformed any more animals?
It was planned, but the budget was only enough for Big T. Unfortunately, Big T is so lazy that I have to use CGI to help him out a bit. His size also leaves a lot to be desired. But before that, I will get a heat lamp and place it in front of Mr. Snuggles' cage, hoping that Big T will then start warming up a bit.
Something tells me that this will be a longer process.
Yes, that is to be feared. Then, unfortunately, I have no choice but to have an unpleasant conversation with the producer.
I wish you
I
much
know.
success.
Thanks, Pizza Boy.
Let me know when your movie's available on Netflix.
You got it. Just write your phone number somewhere on the pizza box. Anything else?
What are you still working on there?
The experiment was indeed... However, I need to prepare for a conversation with my producer regarding the expanding effects budget.
Prepare for a conversation? With a chemistry set?
Dad, unfortunately, always requires an effects preview with modelling clay before he grasps my artistic vision and approves my budget. Unfortunately, it's the same every time. And yet, in the end, he always says yes to my suggestions, garnered with a few tears.
Effects with modelling clay? Sounds like a great thing.
Of course, I don't expect the pizza boy to know anything about art or perfection.
Shut up, little girl.
The pizza boy is also a big movie enthusiast?
I have reasonable doubts about that. But I don't really care. I have work to do. Unfortunately, my supply of modelling clay for Dad's effects preview is almost gone, and I have to produce new ones.
Just send Rumstone to the store to buy modelling clay.
Yeah, we've already had this
Whoa,
conversation.
you have no... You can't just take modelling clay from the hobby store.
You don't?
Of course not, unless you want to watch her turn into a puddle within seconds of the hot movie lights being shined on her.
That's right. Yeah, you're right about that.
Movie modelling clay has very special requirements. And is difficult.
Let me guess, that's why you just produce your own modelling clay.
That's right. I'm pretty good at chemistry.
That's what I thought.
An in-house production also ensures that costs are kept low.
Uh-huh.
Due to Mr. Snuggles' unexpected,
Yep.
Big T is supposed to turn back into Mr. Snuggles in the end, of course. Without it, the happy ending would be ruined.
Yeah, there should be a happy ending.
Maybe I'll just leave the transformation to the minds of the viewers and stimulate the imagination with the black camera aperture. As an artistic effect, so to speak. Even though I'm not really a fan of such cheap tricks in movies or video games. But I guess I have no other choice.
Great! I see you've thought it all through really well.
Of course. I am a professional. Anything else?
No, I want to stop this conversation.
See you later.
Bye.
I don't like talking to you. I'm getting achievements for pictures, so I'm taking pictures, by the way. That's why I'm doing this. It's super easy to do. And I'm also being creepy, apparently. Just taking pictures of people like a weirdo.
You again, these...
Thank you.
Good.
So I don't know what to do now. Anybody have any ideas? I think I'm gonna go back to the pizza place. I know he wants a machine. Whoops.
Heavy current is not...
What would I need heavy current for? Oh, I could go to the dark alley. I didn't know I could go here.
I'm afraid the chalk donut is now in the gutter.
It's Homer.
Wow! So many exciting things. One more illegal than the other. It makes you want to go shopping right away. Amazon's assortment is nothing compared to that. Wow! So, one more illegal. The sign says back shortly. The seller seems to have more important things to do at the moment. Maybe I'll have better luck later.
Maybe I'll have better luck later. Alright, so we have to do something before that's available. Alright. I can't leave this in this direction. I have to go out this direction apparently. Yeah, I'm confused on what to do now. Does anybody have any ideas on what to do? I've written some stuff down, but if there's a way we can break into here. Like, we had a key or something. That'd be nice. Maybe we can get some hair off the hamster.
Mr. Snuggles doesn't need a haircut. His hairstyle is pretty as it.
No. I hadn't thought about this. Let's try it, see what happens. I doubt this will work, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
Lady Longbottom prefers live specimens.
Okay. Didn't think so.
The makeup would only...
Dang it! Ugh. This game is very rough.
Ricky doesn't do hair for Toy Cat. I do not do vinyl. No.
I think I might have to look up a hint. Cause I'm at my wit's end right now. Maybe we can put him in the cage. The hamster. There's a cage that hamsters go in.
Mr. Snuggles would love to go a few rounds on this. I better place the wheels somewhere stable beforehand. Mr. Snuggles would... I better...
Cage isn't even an option.
No. A hamster wheel with a hamster as a backup energy source for the generator? Why not? Crazier things have certainly happened in the world. But for this experiment, I better look for a stable surface. After all, I don't want to electrocute myself. Somewhere, I'm sure I can find a suitable application for green energy from hamster electricity.
Okay. All right. We need a place where do we need energy for something? Because I actually figured something out. Okay. Where do we need energy? Maybe we need it over here where the thing was. I don't think so though.
I wonder what moonshine tastes like. Maybe I'll find another vial around here somewhere.
I can't think of any place.
May I?
But of course, and you are...
I would like to...
Wife, I would need...
Package now. A package...
Good.
No longer
Yeah,
necessary.
I sure could
I
go
already
for
know the
100
complete
tacos
mail
right
van
about
route that
now.
delivers poor Mr. Fumbleclaw.
Same.
I should check out all the stations en route as soon as possible. I hope I'm not... I believe the door leads to the post office warehouse.
Which I can't get in.
I'm tempted to give the stack a push, but unfortunately the...
I'm gonna see if I can find hints. See if it's on this database. Scott Whiskers. Nope. Not there. Let me stop the timer while I'm looking. Alright. Well, luckily I found one. Whoops. It's got tons of ads too. Yay, I love ads. Like all the achievements are just taking photos. Uh-huh. Okay, well, I'm seeing stuff we need to do, which is very not logical.
This looks like a puddle of thick engine oil.
Apparently I need to fill my pen with this.
Good idea, even if a little unconventional. By the way, the technical term for this is moon logic. Every adventure game that's something special
All right.
also needs a few moon logic puzzles.
If they're gonna call it moon logic, I'll mark it as such.
Great! The pen is now ready for use again. And smells a little like a 68's Ford Mustang.
If they're gonna call it moon logic, I'll mark it as moon logic then. Good for them. Wait, what? Okay. I was gonna do this and I thought I had used my paint already. This is another moon. This is, in my opinion, another moon logic thing, but I was going to do it. I just didn't realize. Just thought I didn't have my brown paint anymore. So he says, "Oh, I can't go across because the road closed sign says forbidden." So we just spray paint it out. I was actually going to do that. I just didn't see my paint. I miss.
Out of sight, out of mind. And the road was reopened.
I didn't see my paint. I thought it was gone. Yeah, I kind of call that moon logic too, but whatever. Still, I was going to do it.
The decrepit power generator seems to be broken.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a dingus moment too, really.
This appears to be a blank employee ID card from the local post office, presumably to allow suppliers access to the movie set. Wow, a blank employee ID card from the post office. If I fill it out, I'll surely get access to hidden treasures.
Okay.
As a postal employee, you enjoy this privilege.
I guess I need to fill it out with my new fill pen that has oil in it. Where is it? Here it is.
That's what I call a rapid rise. Now I'm officially an employee of the local post office. The spotlights are aimed at the movie set. Apparently, however, without power. If the power generator were working, the spotlight... The generator has also seen...
Hey, it's Garfield.
a big box with lots of great movie props.
We got the Groucho Marx glasses. You think we know where those go? All right. Well, we got a new power thingy.
What a great idea! That's what I call a sensible application for the Pants Pocket High Capacity Power Generator! The thing should provide enough power to brightly light up a movie set. Almost ready. The wiring should fit. But something is still missing. I think without the right mobile pocket nuclear power plant, the generator will not provide power. Possibly some other module works as a power source for green energy. I don't think the movie set needs very much power.
Well, we already know the answer to this.
Now this is very strange. Someone really considered all eventualities when developing the generator. Indeed! Fits like a glove. But I think some component for green electricity is still missing. Great! Mr. Snuggles is already totally excited. He's a big fan of green energy and has always wanted to do his part to stop the climate catastrophe. And if he has a little fun in the process, that's all the better. Wow, this really seems to work. Fantastic! Green hamster-powered green electricity! I think that's the future. In any case, the movie set now has enough power again for the time being. And Mr. Snuggles looks like he's having a lot of fun at work. The little guy's to be envied.
Oh, now we can go to the movie set. Okay.
May I interrupt for a moment? Have you seen a big, white, fluffy cat around here by any chance?
Excuse me? What kind of cat?
Large, white, and fluffy. Probably arrived here with a package of flea combs.
Tell me, boy, are you on drugs? I have no idea what you're talking about, and to be honest, I have enough problems of my own here. Are you possibly another problem?
I think not, but I am a problem solver. What's the problem exactly? Are you shooting a movie here? I like movies.
Yes, unfortunately.
Why unfortunately?
The production company contractually obligated me to realize this nonsense through a legal dodge. And as expected, there's nothing but problems here. The world probably just doesn't want this movie to ever see the light of day. And that would be just fine with me. Ooh, I'd hate to see my name in the credits of this piece of work. I am an artist, and I've worked hard to earn my reputation as a renowned director and writer.
Artist.
You don't sound very enthusiastic.
Renowned?
What's the name of your new movie? Is it going to be a Western? I love Westerns.
Cow Wolf, the beast of the bloody woods.
Ooh, cow.
Ooh, that doesn't sound so bad. Mysterious and ambiguous. Why are the woods so bloody?
Vampires.
Excuse me?
The 3 daughters of the chief. They are vampires.
Really? And let me guess. They all fell in love with the same handsome werewolf.
With the same handsome cowboy. Cowboy werewolf. A cow wolf.
Well, that sounds really interesting.
Nonsense. Say it like it is. That sounds like absolute nonsense.
So a romance horror western.
Yes, something like that. The production company is of the opinion that this is currently very popular with the target group.
And you sound unenthusiastic. I know a little girl who would be thrilled.
If I wasn't contractually bound, I wouldn't touch this project with a 10-foot pole. I was a consultant and assistant director on such classics as Dances with Wolves and The Last of the Mohicans. And the production studio is probably of the opinion that my name in the credits would also appeal to the target audience of said movies. But I already mentioned it. Rather hell freezes over than my name appears in the credits of this piece of work. Nevertheless, I would also like to realize this project on a high level of craftsmanship and authenticity. But that's not so easy because the studio bosses don't have a clue about the Wild West. And they invested most of the budget in the star of the movie, Clint Akenthorpe. However, what has now led to a number of problems due to lack of money.
Did I mention that I'm a professional problem solver? What's the problem exactly?
Let's start with the obvious. The set is of the lowest budget in terms of craftsmanship.
No money.
The tents are cheap plywood dummies, and the lawn is artificial turf, stolen from a golf course somewhere. And the carpenter of the totem pole, due to lack of payment, left after half of the work. Also, for budgetary reasons, all the extras were fired. Just like our star's youthful sidekick, who was never at a loss for a funny quip.
Woo! That sounds like a lot of problems indeed.
Oh, that was by no means all. The decrepit power generator that supplies the set, and especially the lighting with electricity, recently broke down. And last but not least, my star is on a hunger strike, since the access bridge collapsed and you have to drive a mile-long detour. And as a result, the catering has been discontinued.
Kind of.
You mean he's on strike because he's hungry?
Yes, that's what I said. And try ordering a pizza here in the woods. No pizza service delivers all the way out here. Damn, I wouldn't even know what to put as an address. The third tree behind the raccoon's den? You see, my boy, the project is basically doomed to failure, and it will probably remain a stain on my CV forever.
I'm very sorry about that. If my time permits, I'll see whether I can be helpful to you with one or the other thing, even though I actually have other priorities at the moment. But we movie people have to stick together after all.
You work in movies too?
Yeah, I did. Currently retired, unfortunately. But my parents still think that the video recording of my enrollment was the hit of the year.
I see. Well, in any case, thank you for your effort. But now I would like to ask you to let me continue working. I'm in the process of thinking up some spectacular camera shots for tomorrow's shoot, which becomes a real challenge due to the lack of actors, scenery, and good lighting. Maybe I'll just movie some cute raccoons and baby foxes.
But I have things to say.
You again?
I might have someone for the role of Clint's sidekick.
Really? Who?
Let me give you a hint. He's an icon of horror movies, and his initials consist of VP. Well, any ideas?
VP? Horror icon?
Yep.
Vincent Price? Hasn't he been dead for a long time?
No! Not Vincent Price. I'm talking about the other VP. Vlad Popescu.
Vlad who?
Popescu. Vlad Popescu.
Popescu? Never heard of him. The name is also a bit difficult to pronounce.
You really don't know Vlad Popescu? He's been making the most famous scary movies for about 100 years.
100 years? So he's... how old? About 130?
No, of course not. It would take too long to explain that now, but the fact is that he's got experience in the genre. Not to mention his experience as an actor per se.
That may be so.
Expertise.
But as it happens, his experience as an actor does not matter. Nor whether he once played Dracula in a school play in high school. I just need a young, handsome guy who can do some funny lines alongside Clint.
I see.
No more and no less.
Would you mind if he dropped by for an audition?
Audition? What for? Haven't you been listening to me? He must be able to do absolutely nothing. He should only look good and be able to recite a sentence without mumbling. That's it.
I see.
Tell you what, just Bring me a meaningful photo of your friend and we'll go from there. Unfortunately, the role has no demands in itself. Like the whole movie.
Is that what my makeup's
All
for?
right. Then I'll take care of the photo.
Do that. Is there anything else in your mind?
The generator was professionally repaired.
Was that your doing? How did you do that? The generator was completely ruined!
Do you remember our first conversation, where I mentioned that I was a professional problem solver?
And you are, indeed. The entire movie set has power again! That's absolutely fantastic!
And the best thing is, the electricity is 100% green electricity. Thanks to a loan from the local university and the tireless efforts of Mr.
When did I
Snuggles.
stop it?
Oh, does Mr. Snuggles
Dang
work for the
it.
university? Then please pass on my thanks to him.
I
That was
will
when I
happily
looked up
do
a
that.
hint.
And now I'll see if I can find a solution for your other problems.
Thanks a lot. I think you've almost earned a mention in the credits of the movie. This could be the beginning of a great career in the movie business. You again.
I'll get back to you later.
I would...
Alright, I'm not gonna ask him any of the... Well, we can talk to him, I guess. I don't really want to, but we can.
Howdy, kid. Without photo, $100. And with selfie, $150.
Excuse me?
Autograph without photo costs $100. And with selfie, $150. You're here for an autograph, aren't you?
Yeah. Actually, I'd love an autograph. I'm a big fan of your movies. But I can't possibly afford that. Do you perhaps also take smelling bus tickets in payment? The next month's even already paid.
Nah, kid. Cash is king. Is that all? You are disturbing me here at work.
Sorry, I don't really want to interrupt, but... You're Clint Ackenthorpe, right? The Clint Ackenthorpe. Hero of such legendary cinema hits as Revenge of the Groundhog, Bloody Iced Tea Parts 1 to 5, and one of my favourite movies, Weightless on Uranus.
Aye. Guilty as charged. By the way, my previous year's autographs cost only half.
Unfortunately, still too expensive for me. Can't we just have a little chat? You seem to have some time on your hands at the moment, and it's not every day I get the chance to meet one of the biggest movie stars in the world.
Fine by me, but please make it short anyway, kid. Time is money. And some people's time is worth more than that of others.
Promise. Oh crap, now I don't have my note with the questions I had thought of if I ever met you.
So, we're done here, kid?
No. What? How did you end up in such a low-budget production like this? Isn't the movie way beneath you budget-wise?
Yeah.
You know, kid,
Good question.
I'm not really interested in the total budget of a movie. As long as the producers can provide the money for my budget, I don't care if it's a blockbuster or an art house movie like this one. I'm not picky about that.
You think this is an art house movie?
Well, that's how my agent described it to me. But probably it's just a cheap horror flick with a famous director and even more famous star of the movie. But I don't really care, as long as the money is right. But what
Okay.
really bothers me about the movie is the virtually non-existent catering. James is babbling something about a collapsed access bridge, but I have a strict diet plan to follow. And without my daily special vegetarian diet, I can't possibly maintain
Your
my
idea
market
is
value.
intriguing to me, and I
My
wish to
body's
subscribe to your
okay.
newsletter.
A temple,
Thanks for the
unfortunately,
follow.
currently in acute danger of collapse.
Oh. And why's that?
That's why I'm exercising my contractual trade union rights and going on strike.
Ah, so that's why Mr. Pollock's on the verge of a nervous breakdown.
I guess so. Don't get me wrong, I like James and how he is desperately trying to make art out of this trash.
But as long as it's not ensured that I can keep to my diet plan, as long as no inch of movie is shot here.
Can I maybe get you something to eat somewhere? It would be a great
Well,
honor.
I know what we're gonna get him to eat.
Thanks for the offer, kid. but I don't think you have a clue when it comes to a balanced vegetarian diet when I look at you.
Oh, wait a minute. I am a vegetarian.
Fried vegetarian food is not what I have in mind. I need a balanced mix of protein, carbohydrates, and exotic spices. You can't get this specialty food at just any snack bar.
I can still keep my eyes open. I've solved much harder puzzles in this game.
Game?
Game of life. The game of life.
Ha! I see. Oi, kid. Knock yourself out. And as soon as my culinary needs have been taken care of, I willingly pose in front of the camera again. Anything else, kid?
Oh, drat, now I almost forgot what I wanted to ask you.
Well, lucky for me that it came back to you. What is it?
I'm looking for a cat. Large, white, much fluff.
Do I look like an animal shelter? What do I know where your cat is? I'm more of a dog person anyway. Fighting dogs.
Well, this is a long and sad story. To make a long story short, did a package with a cat inside arrive here lately?
Kid, if the catering can't reach me, do you really think any package with a cat in it could reach me? Besides, I told you that access bridge collapsed. Haven't seen any supplies here for days.
Too bad. I was just wondering.
Nah, kid, sorry.
I think he needs a
And
pizza.
thanks to my allergy to cat hair, I
You've
would
got
have
an
tracked
allergy
down
to
any
cat hair,
cat
too?
package within a mile. And now excuse me, kid. I still have to save some energy until the food is here. That was the last time I made a cheap flick like that. These small movie crews have no idea how to properly handle a star of my caliber. In the future, I better stick to Michael Bay and Roland Emmerich again.
I feel like
You again?
okay.
I'll get back to you.
I needed an expert in. Okay, there we go. There he goes. Look at him go. Look at him go. All right, we got stuff to do now. Based on the title screen, let's try and put this. Let's try and use this. Wait, where are they? Wait, where are they? Oh, they're over here.
I'm curious if Spock's long nose really provides the necessary support for this mask. Well, this may be a bit unconventional, but these funny glasses could be just the certain extra that Eddie wants for his statue. Symbolic of Leonard Nimoy's great sense of humor. And anyone who's seen him in Futurama knows exactly what I'm talking about. Now I just need an idea to symbolize Spock's cool detachment.
Okay, well, we got that.
No, I don't want to do. That doesn't really make.
I don't know what else we need here.
Unfortunately, placing the.
Guess that's not all we need. Well, let's go to the mail. Let's go to the mail area. With our new pass.
I'm always happy to meet new colleagues. Better take good care of your ID, though. These things are like gold on the black market. Criminal individuals gain unhindered access to all of the post office's premises with that. I'm always happy. Better take.
I mean, I can just go in.
I would like to ask you to keep your hands off this door. Access is only allowed to employees. Oh, 1 second. I apologize for any inconvenience. Now I can clearly feel your aura. You exude that unmistakable aura of an employee of our company. Am I not right?
Yeah. Sure. I've been working for the post office for many years.
Of course, yes. Now I feel it very clearly. My sincerest apologies. My employee radar seems to be getting error-prone. Were you possibly transferred to us from District 9?
Yeah, of course. From District 9. Freshly transferred.
Is old Charles still running his regime now with a hard hand?
Charles? Yeah. Exactly. That's why I was transferred.
That was probably the best thing you could do. The old dog is not easy to deal with.
Yeah, I guess that's him. The old dog. Now that I'm, officially part of the team, does that mean I can enter the warehouse?
Why, of course. Your employee ID card entitles you to freely enter all facilities at this branch.
Great! Then, I better get back to work. I still have a few packages to deliver before it gets dark.
Of course, and I apologize once again for the oversight. Welcome to the team.
Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely not touching that thing. The last one who tried that had his face melted. And I like my pretty
No,
face.
that's if you open it.
I'm definitely the last, and wow, that's an old package. The stamps are still from the 30s of the 20th century.
If you open it.
The package was completely uninteresting. Nope, I've never seen such an uninteresting package. Strictly speaking, this is the least interesting item in this game. And that's saying something.
Oh my gosh, there's so many packages.
Judging by its thick layer of dust, as tightly as the package was tied up, the contents are probably top secret. On the lid is a cannabis plant. I can't say exactly why, but the package looks interesting. As a newly sworn postal employee, I certainly feel an important aura. It won't work. Even though I'm a big guy, my arms don't reach up there. I would really like to know what's in there, though.
I have a stick. I got a stick. I have a stick. Maybe I can reach it with my stick.
Ooh, a box in a box. A cheese replicator 2000 XL.
Yes!
Interesting. The package is addressed to the Pizzeria Alfredo.
Alright, we got it. We got his veggie cheese maker. Now we can go to the pizzeria. Well, let's look at the other package.
Ew, the package is completely soaked. Must be directly under a hole in the ceiling. Nope, I certainly won't touch that smelly and wet package.
That's a lot of packages. I will say that right now. Bye. Nope, wrong place. Meant to go down the street.
I think the package is here for you.
A package? For me? Really?
At least your address is on the package. Well, I didn't open the package, of course, but on the top it says Cheese Replicator 2000 XL. Best you take a look for yourself.
Really? My Cheese Replicator 2000 XL? The future of modern vegan cheese industry? And as I would like to note with pride, my very own invention? Oh God, I'm so excited! Yes, please hand over the package quickly. And keep your fingers crossed that it wasn't damaged when he fell off the mail van. That will be a disaster. After all, only this one prototype exists. And it has already used up all of my grandmother's savings.
Why did you make such a fancy box
I'm
for
so
it?
excited! Yes, it's it! Now, my young friend and budding pizza boy, you are witnessing the dawn of a new era today. As of today, no more crumbly vegan cheese imitation on pizza toppings. As of today, no more vegan cheese that tastes more like yeast than cheese. As of today, no more vegan cheese that stubbornly refused to fry to a golden brown on pizza toppings. Today, and I'm pretty sure of that, is the beginning of the vegan pizzeria Alfredo's franchise chain. And all this because of an ambitious pizza boy who, by an incredible coincidence, found an incredibly valuable package on the street.
You sound like you're all really excited!
I am! Oh yes, I am! This marvel of modern cheese engineering incorporates all of my knowledge and the complete heritage of my grandmother. There is only this one prototype, at least for the moment.
So you have big plans for it?
I have. Soon, customers will be snatching my new sensational vegan cheese pizza out of my hands. And with these earnings, my Cheese Replicator 2000 XL will go into production, establishing the Alfredo's vegan franchise chain.
Are you really planning to switch to completely vegan? No more vegetarian dishes?
Right, that's the plan. The focus of the Alfredo's chain will be vegan cheese pizza in 1,000 varieties. And in addition, I will license my Cheese Replicator 2000 XL to the cheese industry.
Okay.
Sounds like you soon won't know what to do with all that money.
It's a me, Alfredo.
That is why I am assuming.
Yeah.
And I would also like to show my appreciation.
Do I get a free pizza?
After all, without you, all this would probably
Free pizza.
not be possible.
Give me a free pizza.
You mean you would let me participate in your franchise chain?
Well, not directly, no. But how does a first vegan-free pizza sound? The very first of this kind? You could preserve it and sell it on eBay, or just eat it.
Well, that sounds simply wonderful! Thank you! I am honored to become the first customer of their sensational vegan cheese pizza.
Great, my boy. Then give me a few minutes. Your pizza will be ready in no time.
A few minutes later.
Just a moment. And done! Here you go! Doesn't it smell delicious?
In fact, it smells amazingly delicious in my pocket.
And is indistinguishable from a real cheese pizza in terms of smell, taste, and texture. I would suggest not to walk too close to stray dogs or cats through. You smell so irresistible now. This could turn
that would
into
be
a flight
amazing.
to the death.
Thanks for the tip. Good to know. I think I already know a cowboy who will be very happy about this pizza.
Of course, and I'm sure this cowboy will love the sensational vegan cheese pizza. And if you know any other cowboys, tell them about the Alfredo's franchise chain. But now I would like to ask you to let me continue working first. I'm afraid I still have that bulk order of ceiling mushroom garlic bread to work off, before I will fully focus on my new vegan cheese empire.
It's just one slice? Hey, let's check. Nope, not there. Just checking. Let's give him his vegan pizza, I guess. Right here. It's like 3 screens.
Hey kid, Is that pizza for me?
Mr. Pollock mentioned that there are a few issues with catering. And as I'm your biggest fan, I thought I'd just do you a little favor. I hope you don't mind vegan food.
Are you kidding, kid? I have been a convinced vegetarian for years. And you mean to tell me now you really have a delicious vegetarian pizza in your pocket? For me?
Yeah, I already told you. I'm your biggest fan.
Hey, kid. If that's the case, I'm your biggest fan.
I hope you don't mind a quite experimental vegan cheese sensation.
As long as no animals had to lose their lives for the bacon of the pizza, I am open for everything. But as much as I'd like to chat with you right now, I can't possibly concentrate with that delicious smell. How about you just hand me your delicious vegan cheese pizza right now?
Oh, yes, of course. Here you go. Enjoy it, with best regards from the Pizzeria Alfredo.
Delicious. Damn, that was tasty. And you really want to tell me that thing was completely vegan? The cheese tasted so much like cheese.
Yeah, this was Alfredo's new sensational vegan cheese pizza. Created with the latest technology, supported by artificial intelligence. An invention of Alfredo himself.
Alfredo, you say?
Yeah, he owns the pizzeria a few towns away. I'm pretty sure that his invention will soon be the talk of the town.
Damn, kid. Do you think he could do that catering for the movie set? I would love to have a delicious pizza like this every day.
I think so. Would you like me to talk to Mr. Pollock about it?
That would be great, kid.
Am I also correct in thinking that I can tell Mr. Pollock that his star is now ready for work?
I am so ready. The combination of fat, sugar, and chemistry was exactly what I needed right now. Let's finish this damn movie. The sooner the better.
You again?
I think your star can work now.
Really? So Clint has ended his hunger strike?
If you mean that he's no longer on strike because he's hungry, then you're right. And all it took was an incredibly delicious, sensational vegan pizza. Oh, and Clint would like the catering for the movie set to be done by Alfredo's Pizzeria a few towns away. You think that can be arranged?
That's the one with the sensational vegan cheese pizza?
Exactly.
I think that's fine. I get that through in production. In fact, one of our main problems was providing for Clint's extremely specialized vegetarian diet. If he has finally found something that he likes, that's fine with me. Pizza Alfredo's, you say? Now I'll have a timely sit-down with this Alfredo and discuss Clint's daily vegetarian menu. In any case, thanks for your help, my boy.
It's gonna be all pizza.
I'm always happy to help.
And I appreciate that very much. In the end, there's still a way to finish this damn movie someday. Is there anything else in your mind?
Great movie set you've built here.
Are you making fun of me right now?
No, I'm serious about that. This mixture has plywood, paper mache, and golf. This is probably how it must have looked back in the Wild West.
Nonsense. The set is a collection of the cheapest materials from the cheapest craftsmen the production studio could find. In order to be able to pay Clint's fee, the studio literally stopped at nothing. The artificial grass you admire so much is surplus material from a cemetery nursery.
Oh. Well, somehow though, that also fits a romance horror western.
You were probably right.
What I find funny, by the way, is that the trees and the tree stump on which Clint is leaning so casually are also made of plywood.
Funny.
Yeah, I wonder how many trees had to die to create the fake tree.
Ah, I see. Yes, that makes no sense at all when you think about it. But this is not a movie for great thinkers either. And presumably that's also true for the movie's audience and target group.
Anyway, this is the first movie set I've ever visited. And I'm a little bit impressed.
You seem to get impressed pretty quickly. When I think back to the set of Dances with...
Blah, blah, blah.
But sometimes you just want to go to the movies, turn off your brain and...
If you think so, but please speak only for yourself. I will always choose a sophisticated movie over a mainstream production. Even more so when I'm forced to make a movie like this one. I don't want to consume any more media dregs in my little free time. And there are enough examples to show that a good Western with high standards. Just think of the Westerns of Quentin Tarantino.
That's right, Django Unchained was really...
It's just that a good mainstream Western also
I think
requires
I'm
a
done.
decent budget, especially
I
for the
can't
set
deal with
design.
this dialogue.
I'm pretty sure Quentin didn't steal sod from a cemetery and a shot on real grass. The best Westerns were shot on real grass. Okay, my boy, as much as I'd love to chat with you about the pros and cons of artificial turf, is there anything else in your mind?
I'll get back.
I was gonna play the I'm not gonna skip dialogue game, but I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't handle the meaningless dialogue. I just can't.
The gate has seen... I don't
know, maybe we can talk to him about the movie thing?
Welcome.
I might have a movie role for you which would be perfect.
Oh? Really? Have you found your missing cat in the meantime?
No, unfortunately not yet, but I am quite capable of multitasking. And after having seen 500 episodes of Highway to Heaven in the afternoon program as a child, that probably left its mark on me a little bit.
I had no idea you were also a movie agent.
I'd surprise you.
Well, I've always been a big fan.
You don't, but please, what is your movie about? Is it any...
Well, let's put it this way. The genre will definitely suit you. The movie itself, well, even if the director is quite capable, he certainly won't. And as far as the topic of the grandfather is concerned, yes, we would indeed have to come up with something. Unfortunately, the role is intended for a much...
That sure could go for 100 tacos right about now.
Convinced that you'd be perfect for it. And if movie and television can make up a 60-year-old Tom Cruise look 20... It's a classic horror movie with vampires, werewolves, the whole shebang.
So, something like Dracula. I was always
Yeah, exactly. Something like Dracula, with a touch of Beverly Hills 90210 and a pinch of A Fistful of Dollars.
That sounds like a daring mixture. And not at all like that you said, a fistful. I've always wanted.
Yep, a Western, albeit tailored to a rather modern cinema audience. And to give credit where credit is due and lay all the cards on the table, this is a romance horror Western.
Oh, what?
A romance horror Western! The genre is currently big at the box office.
You don't say. Doesn't really sound like something I would necessarily play. Is my role any good? I assume that it is the main role.
Well, no. You would be the handsome, young, funny sidekick to the main character.
So, something like the second lead role, or at least the most important supporting role.
I'll be honest, I have no idea exactly how extensive or important your role is in the movie. And I'm afraid you better not expect too much from the role. But wouldn't even a small role in a blockbuster, and I fear the movie will be very successful, be better than no role in any movies? Such a flick could be an excellent springboard for further and far better roles.
Yeah.
You're right, of course. And please excuse me if I sounded a little ungrateful for a moment. You don't get rid of those star airs and graces. And you're absolutely right, of course. You come here, interrupt your important search for the little cat, and bring even a small chance at a small role is better than...
I'm glad you see it that...
Do you think I...
In terms of your experience and skill...
Absolutely.
The only crux, unfortunately, is the... This is where I think your expertise is needed. Do you possibly have any
We're gonna use
idea
the
how the old
makeup.
Tom Cruise still passes
Here.
off so believably as...
So, apart from Botox and special effects, not much has changed since. Only unfortunately, not to mention
That sounds like two problems that can be solved.
Do you really think? Maybe if I came across a little, that would be absolutely. I miss the big and it's like you say, after a small.
I'm really glad that you... And as far as the subject of your age is concerned,
I think you've sent from. And please forgive me that the first reflex was to get out
You've
the
said
garden
the same
hose
thing
and shoo you
3
off the
times in
property,
this
but
dialogue.
I had no. Should I go somewhere to audition for?
I think the director doesn't attach much importance to an audition. A meaningful photo of the applicant is probably enough for him. He's a very visual...
That should on. You don't possibly have one of those great modern.
Unfortunately, I left my cell phone on the bus.
Oh.
But don't worry.
You're up. It is indeed long.
I'm quite confident. Patrick Stewart made a terrific comeback as Captain Picard at the ripe old... And you don't look a day over...
Too friendly. In fact, I am even younger by quite a bit. So then, whenever the shoot can begin. And as far as the smaller hurdles that still my person is there be.
No, no.
I have to go.
See you.
No. God, no.